Hey guys, well, it looks like my predictions were right. Obama was going to win. I mean, I predicted this back in January. Um, the Senate's still in Democratic hands, and the Republicans still control the House. So, I had predicted this really wasn't that much of a huge prediction. But at this hour, right now,